Hello friends, how are you all? My name is Harshit Dwivedi friends and I welcome you back to my video. So in this video friends, I will be telling you regarding this vote on account and interim budget. As 2019 is an election year, general elections are to be taken place for this Lok Sabha friends. So obviously this year will become important, and with these two instruments, vote on account and interim budget also becomes important. So everything about these two things I will be telling you in this video friends. So this is presented by me. If you want to follow me friends, the link of my Instagram profile is given in the description box below. Also friends, this video is in English, so if you want to watch the Hindi version of this video, its link is also given in the description box below. So moving forward friends, actually both of these instruments, the vote on account and interim budget, these are basically temporary instruments, and they are being made to deal with contingencies with the special situations. For example, if we talk about interim budget, so this instrument interim budget, it becomes very important in the election year. Why it becomes important in the election year friends? Because in an election year, the government, the incumbent government, it is not sure that whether it is going to win or not. For example, when the general elections of 2014 held, to the Lok Sabha in 2014, at that point of time, the incumbent government was United Progressive Alliance, that is the Congress, UPA government. So when it was presenting its interim budget, it was not sure it is going to win or not, and actually it lost. Now in 2019, the incumbent government, the alliance, National Democratic Alliance, NDA, the BJP government, it is not sure that whether it is going to win or not. So in this case, an interim budget will be presented by the government. And what is the difference between an interim budget and a complete budget, friends? A complete budget is introduced every year, which is also known as the annual financial statement, friends. So actually the interim budget is a sort of complete budget only. The only difference between a interim budget and a complete budget is that interim budget doesn't contain major policy proposals. Interim budget doesn't make major changes in incumbent tax laws. So obviously all the estimates and receipts of revenue and expenditure of the year are given, but no major policy proposals, tax proposals and other major decisions are being made in an interim budget, because the government knows that if it is going to lose, these proposals are also going to lose. So no major proposals are being made by the government in an interim budget. Okay, now is it possible for a government to not introduce an interim budget and introduce a vote on account in an election year? So this is also possible, friends, that a government, instead of introducing an interim budget, it can also introduce a vote of account in an election year. But normally the governments don't introduce vote on account, friends. They actually introduce interim budget because that shows their mindset. For example, just think, if the current incumbent government, that is a BJP government, it doesn't brings an interim budget and it brings a vote on account, so what the people are going to think? The people are going to think that actually this BJP government is not even sure of its victory. That is why it is not bringing a full budget, it is just bringing a vote on account. Now at this point of time, you need to know what this vote on account means, friends. So actually vote on account is just a temporary measure, friends. It is used to take money. See what happened, friends, that till now the practice has been that the budget, till now in 2017 the practice has been changed of the presentation of budget. Both of the things I am going to explain you. What happened, friends, that till now, till 2016 budget, the budget was being introduced in the Lok Sabha on the last day of February, that is 28th February in the case of a non-leap year and 29th February in the case of a leap year. Okay, now what happened, the previous year it was being said that the budget will be preponed and will be introduced from 1st of February. So in 2017 budget was being placed on 1st of February. Now when the budget was placed on 28th of February, full March and April were used to go in the discussions of the budget, and finally in May this budget was passed. Now you know that the financial is from 1st of April to 31st of March, and from the next 1st of April new financial year starts. Okay, now new financial, whatever money is being granted to a particular government, it is being granted for a one financial year, that is till 31st of March. Now if the budget is not getting passed till May, where will the government, from where will the government get money to spend? Because government needs money to carry on its daily functioning. So government has introduced a temporary measure which is known as voter account. So voter account, what happens in voter account, sir? For a time duration, some amount of money is being granted to the government, and normally that money is being granted for how many time? 2 months. So for 2 months some amount of money is granted to the government so that it can take on its daily functioning. Okay, there are some important things about voter on account, friends, that it cannot change direct taxes, because changing direct taxes can be done only through a finance bill. So vote on account is an instrument, friends, which is dealing just with the expenditure side of the budget. For example, in a complete budget, the revenue side is also there, and the expenditure side is also there. In the revenue side, it shows what is the receipt of money, from which sources we are getting the money, from where the money is coming. And expenditure is those sources, are those destinations where the money will go. So this vote on account deals only with the expenditure, not with the receipt. So it is basically a formal instrument which grants the government money for a particular period of time, and in normal circumstances this particular period of time is only 2 months. So for 2 months money is being granted to the government, so that government can carry out its functioning for 2 months, and this is basically a formal instrument. So not much debate is being taken on it, and it is just granted. Whereas when a budget is passed, complete discussion and analysis and statistical analysis and committees and all sorts of things are done before the budget is passed, and finally there is a voting on the demand for grants. So budget and vote on account are two very different things. Vote on account is just a formal instrument where money is being sanctioned for a limited period of time. So if vote on account is bought by the government in place of the interim budget, people will think that the government is not even sure of its existence. Okay, so that will psychologically weaken the point of the incumbent government. So the incumbent government normally in an election year always introduces the interim budget. Okay, now the utility of vote on account, we will talk about it, friends. Vote on account previously was very important, but now the vote of account, usability and its requirement is slowly it is said that it will go away. Why it will go away? Previously the budget was in placed on the floor of the house on 28th of February, or on the last day of February, you can say, according to the leap year or not leap year. Now it is being said that it is being presented on the very first day of February. Now if it is being presented on the very first day of February, and if swift functioning happens, then February or March are enough for discussion and getting passed. So if it is getting passed in the initial week, in the first week of April, then obviously there is no need of vote on account, friends. Direct demand for grants can be voted upon and the budget can be implemented. So the requirement of vote on account will go away, because vote on account is a temporary instrument to give the government some amount of money to carry on its daily functioning. But if the budget is getting passed on time, then obviously the government is going to get money and there is no need of vote on account, and that is a good thing, friends. Now why the advancement of budget has helped? Because first of all, the need of vote on account is going away. Second thing is, friends, that obviously the provisions of the budget apply from 1st of April. That is the start of the financial year. Now obviously there are some tax proposals in the financial bills. So the tax proposals will have big repercussions on companies, corporates, wealthy individuals, markets. So a lot of analysis is there, friends. So if tax proposals are being placed in front of the companies at the start only, so in the first week of April, then obviously companies can initially plan their tax strategies, their ideas, their investments, their methodologies, tax saving instruments. Everything can be planned by the companies or the big individuals, multinationals, in very much advance. Okay, now if the budget gets passed in May, okay, it is implemented from June, then obviously this company will start their work from June and July. But that is not good, because okay, they also need time for their proposals and all of these type of things. So obviously this preponing the date of the presentation of budget was a very good exercise, friends. Or also, friends, the government will also get more time to effectively spend the money. See, friends, government have to spend the money whatever it gets granted to the budget. Now if the budget comes into force from the very first week of April, then the government will have full April and May to plan the spend judicially the amount that they have gone through budget. Now if the budget takes April and May to discuss and get implemented, then the actual planning will start from June. So that is also not a good exercise. So preponing the budget to first day of February was a very good step, a step in the right direction, in the progressive direction. So it's very good. So these were all the important things about, friends, interim budget, vote on account, preponing the date of introduction of the budget in the Lok Sabha on 1st of February. So all of these things have been discussed, friends. I hope this video was liked by you. If it was liked, kindly give this video a like, friends. Subscribe to my channel. Please tell me through the comment section below if you have disliked this video or liked this video, and kindly more and more share this video with your friends. Thank you.